K-pop reaction time!
Yeah! If you've been following our channel, you know we love TWICE.
Yeah. TT.
Likey!
Likey.
Because there's so many new TWICE fans who have come and subscribed to our channel, they've been recommending that we check out this guide called the Unhelpful Guide to TWICE.
Unhelpful.
Yeah, I don't know why they call it helpful. I think it's like a thing that goes on like in the K-pop world because there's an Unhelpful Guide for Blackpink, Unhelpful Guide for BTS. It's not like one channel that came up with this moniker. It's basically a bunch of people who have created different guides that are kind of half fun and jest and also very useful. So I think it's more tongue-in-cheek. It is actually very helpful, but it's a bit silly, if you will.
Oh,
that's what we're
why.
discovering, at least, when I checked out this whole concept of unhelpful.
Oh, that's interesting.
I think this is the one that people are recommending because they didn't include a link for which version of this Unhelpful Guide that they want us to check out. But hey, I think we don't know that much about TWICE. I mean, I know a couple of members now. They know they get like 3 Japanese members. They just released Breakout and Happy. So we know a couple of things, but this will be the first time to dig into all the members and their personalities. This group has really grown on me.
Yes, I love TWICE. I just love seeing them from cutie and now they're like trying to
seduce you.
Embark to a different type of, seduce you. Yes.
Let's check it out.
Let's do it.
And away we go. Chewy.
아, 대단하네.
저요?
뭘 봐요? 애벌레 같다가 애벌레 꼴뚜기 돼서 왔어요. 왔는데 감기 걸렸어요.
약 먹었어요?
약이요? 아니요.
왜안
약
먹었어요?
없어요. 언니가 너의 약이잖아. 그래서 안 하는 거예요.
She's so serious. She's got a bit of a dry humor.
Her hair.
That is like sexy in slow motion.
Chewy. Juliet. She's short, huh? She looks. 사랑해.
꿈 같다. 귀신 꿈 같다. 트와이스 많이 사랑해 주세요. 언니, 영원히 같이 가자요.
You know, I think this many girls screaming at once is too much for me.
She is cute.
She's adorable.
Yeah, she has a big eyes.
Art ho? What's that?
Uh-huh. Art. How do you pronounce Che?
Seyoung?
짜자잔. 물고기.
Oh, that's pretty good. Ah! What the hell? I looks like Johnny Depp from Alice in Wonderland.
이거
Oh, that's impressive.
뭘까? 모르겠어요.
He's a rapper?
자린데 여긴 아무도 내가 혼자인지도 몰라 원래 없던 사람처럼 조용해
That's like gotta be one of the silliest dances of all time. Oh my god. She is. Oh, the other girl's really small.
See, I told you.
I have a pen. I have an apple. Apple pen. I have a pen. I have pineapple.
Okay, I'm already.
Pineapple pen.
Apple pen. Pineapple pen. Pen pineapple apple pen. Pen pineapple apple pen.
Dayan.
Dayon.
Dayan, I recognize.
Dayan,
She has a very
yes.
distinct face. Oh, what the hell is that?
Oh my gosh.
What are they doing? Oh,
No, she's scared
she's
of
scared of heights.
Yes, yes.
Oh, she's really scared of heights.
Yeah, oh my god, she's like frozen. She couldn't.
Oh my god.
She loves to play with the camera. She likes to look at the camera.
그렇지.
Bonjour. I think she's trying to say bonjour.
그렇지.
Gracie.
Grazie.
Thank you.
Bonjour.
I'm so cute. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Have a nice day.
Wow, when she opens her eyes, they're so big. They're really beautiful.
잠깐만 연락이 이제야 오는 걸 후?
Oh, that was her?
Nina!
Yeah.
Black Swan. Are these factoids are completely useless?
I know. That's why unhelpful.
I guess most of them are unhelpful.
Oh, that's her?
Oh, she's a dancer, huh?
Gymnast. Wow.
Ballet.
안녕하세요 미나예요.
다현 언니 이거 보니까 뭐 생...
미나.
Oh.
자, 트와이스 갓세븐 팀의 희망입니다. 네.
Yeah, she is competitive.
He's like, I'm just playing for fun.
넌 장난이라 해도 널 기다렸던 날 널 보고 싶던 밤 내
Huh?
That's part one.
No way. I'm like, that's not all.
Not all of them.
That's not all of them even.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm still like confused with their faces. I have to like probably watch this all over again.
The information went by too fast. So they have all these
Yes.
different notes for each person, but I couldn't get to like the second half of it, so I don't know what they're referring to in the videos. I just get like the first one or two, like Art Ho, something about being a tofu. Just, Black Swan.
Oh my goodness.
Honestly, they're all so cute. At this point, it's hard to even have a bias for this group.
Right.
With
right.
9 people, it's really,
Yes. They're somewhat similar. You really have to like watch again and again with their music video in order for you to like remember all
this is
their
where it gets to
names.
be really tricky, right? Because if you start to say something like everyone looks similar, it gets into this whole sort of ethnic ignorance, if you will, where you really can't tell people apart, right? It's sort of like how, like people who look at another race, they look similar. It's a common thing. And the issue here is that with K-pop bands, it's already a known bit of controversy that they oftentimes try to find people or try to style their group members to be similar in look. Like there's a distinct Korean girl band look that they're trying to go for. And they may have like 1 or 2 members that really stand out where they'll chop their hair real short or they act real tomboyish or have a very different look. But many of them are styled, look the same. Even when they do like plastic surgery, and South Korea is like one of the top countries in the world. I think actually is even number 1 when it comes to doing plastic surgery.
Wow.
People want to have a very similar look. And thus, what we have here are actually people that they found that are all beautiful, but stylistically and facial structure-wise are very similar. So it makes it really, really challenging, I think, for the average person to see 9 people and try to identify each of them separately. And you don't have to have 9. I mean, when we first watched BTS, I have to admit, like 3 of the members, I'm like, I
was
couldn't.
difficult,
It was very
yes.
difficult to like see some of the distinction. Like a lot of people who like are longtime fans will like readily admit, like, yeah, I have to admit, when I first watched this group, I don't know who was who.
And I heard, on Twitter, they would call them by their hair color.
I mean, that's one way to stand out. But the thing is, these bands change their hair color all the time. So you
True
can't
that.
say, like, that's that one person's hair color.
Oh, gosh.
There's not, like, one person's catchphrase. If I were to have a band, I would try to do everything possible to try to extract a certain personality from that one person and constantly emphasize that. This is something that the WWE wrestling does in the United States, which is sometimes a little formulaic, but if you ever watch wrestling, which is huge here in the United States, they would have wrestlers repeat the same catchphrases and have the same finishing move, and they do it in every single match. And at first I always thought, well, maybe because their audience is like 12 years old, or those who, don't have a big brain and don't want to digest too much intellectualism from wrestling. But no, it's to hammer home the fact that it takes a lot of repetitious reminders of the same sort of behavior for you to go like, I know that person.
I know, yeah.
I know that's The Rock because he does the rock bottom. And he always says, can you smell what The Rock is cooking? Right? What's John Cena do?
Can't
That's
see
right.
me.
Who can't see me? With like K-pop, it feels like they're not latching on to that. And I feel like it makes it harder to latch on to specific people.
It's easy if you are constantly watching their music video.
That's
you
true.
know.
Once you become a fan. But I think the problem here is when you aren't a fan, when you want to become a fan, there's a high enough bar that eventually means that you either don't take the effort or you put in extra effort. And I think when you want to develop new fans from around the world, especially how K-pop is going global, and there's a lot of people who actually haven't seen a lot of Asian faces before, it makes it hard for them to go like, oh, these are my favorite people in a group. So it's just a thought. I don't necessarily have a ideal solution. K-pop formula is working amazing. So
Oh
what
my
do I
gosh.
know?
Exactly. Wow. This is so cute. We're gonna watch part 2, part 3, part 4.
However many parts there are based off of these members.
That's right.
I feel like I need to watch a lot more of their videos of them like having fun because they're really cute. They're really fun.
They are. You guys already know I like the vlog type of videos because I can see their personality, how they act, not being on the stage and all that stuff, right? So they're just...
I think this would be interesting
so
dynamic
cute.
because when we see vlogs of Blackpink with just 4 of them, they come across like sisters. But with 9 people, it feels like it's almost more like a
Crazy.
sorority. Yeah. It feels like when they are all screaming, you're like, ah! It's like going to like a girls' concert type of thing.
Right. Oh my god, that would be like insane. Who's gonna talk first? You're gonna have to respect who's talking. Don't
No,
talk.
I don't think it happens.
Like,
I think they're all just yelling, talking at the same time. Based on what I can tell, it looks like it's just chaos.
they're fun. They're cute.